Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on. Third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Come on, switch it. Out. Go Bandit. Shift.
Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They can't stop us.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 44, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They can't hang with us. Gold 50.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's grip. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 72.
Throwing on second and long. Brady.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
What you got? Huh? What you got? Huh?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
And we're going 37.
Brady going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
Good job.
A 71-yard punt return. And the Falcons push further out in front.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Wait, 20. Man out. Hey, ball 66.
On second down, it's Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Wait, flag 20.
21-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Falcons 21, Buccaneers 0.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get wide. Hey, ball 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
36, 36. 20. Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hey, check 25. Express. Check 26, check 26. Gun.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. William Golston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget.
45, Mike. 11. Hey, take 10. Spud. Hey, south. Back. 54, south. Check the back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
Let's get it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Strong right.
51, Sam. 21.
3 down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, 59, ready.
Check 3. Check 52. Watch twist.
Hey, Sam.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. This complete to Jones. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check. 51.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Gun.
45.
To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check.
Hey, Ridley. Base.
Bump.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, watch it.
39. Check.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him.
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Let's go.
Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Atlanta.
Ryan now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike, 45. Guys, get up.
Now Ryan. Complete to Jones. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
A gain of 18 on
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
at their own 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
72.
Check curls, check curls.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Wait, that. Run 80. Run 80.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Don't stand it.
Brady now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
55. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Check, check. Gun, gun.
Rush in.
Bravo.
Rush in.
Hey, let's go. Ready, set.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply...
And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
You got 3.
Check. Hey, orbit.
Check. 45's the mic. Check.
58.
The mic.
Wait. Wait.
Yo.
Let him go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
22.
Throwing again, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On play action, it's Brady. Caught by Nelson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there. And now it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons.